Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet. Lakers driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. Chris McGee, James Worthy, Derek Fisher. We got Allie Clifton joining us a little bit later on. Mike Bresnahan and Mike Trudell will handle the post-game duties. Lakers fall to the Milwaukee Bucks. The offensive woes continue for this Lakers team, guys, without AD and LeBron. After a great first quarter where they put up 30 points, they hit 8 threes. The rest of the way, they go just 2 for 23 from three-point land. 2 for 23 the last 3 quarters. James, they failed to reach 100 points again. 22 turnovers that led to 27 points.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you that it's a 48-minute game, okay? No matter how you come out of the blocks, which I thought the Lakers did a really good job. They hit some threes in the first 8 of them. That's a lot. But you can see as the game goes on, it's a 48-minute game. And Milwaukee came alive and, they began to, make their presence known defensively. And they have more than one weapon. They got some weapons on that team. Middleton's is really a hot guy. Holiday, Dante can get a hot. I know Giannis is the guy, but they showed why they are the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers struggled a little bit, couldn't get offense going, couldn't get, turn the ball over, didn't really help. I think that what's really slowed them down in the second half, in the second quarter, was you turn the ball over, it affects so many other parts of the game, they just couldn't get it all together.
Yeah, and they've been inefficient offensively for some time. We showed the numbers, prior to the game. Yeah. It's been a struggle offensively. The first quarter, 8 threes. We thought, okay, the last couple games they've been shooting it well. Maybe that this will be the night that they can, put a few quarters together. But Milwaukee is so efficient offensively, really difficult to slow them down as the game went on. I thought even though the Lakers struggled, which when you're not making shots, you do start to lose some energy defensively. But at no time did the Bucks really struggle to score the ball, shot it really well. And, over the course of a game, 2 30-point quarters by the Bucks, second quarter, third quarter. And it was tough to slow them down.
And whether it's the energy dropping or you're starting to get out hustled because of so many turnovers or you just can't find that rhythm, let's talk about the wind going out of the sails for the team and fans, for all of us. I mean, the big news, Andre Drummond becomes a Laker. He's going to play, he's going to start, but you only really get to see him for 14 minutes. He comes out in that second half, doesn't start. You see him kind of playing with the toe sleeve, goes to the locker room, does not return, guys. So 14 minutes of action. Big toe on the right foot, contusion. X-rays came out negative, but Andre Drummond did not play in the second half.
Part of the game. Drummond hadn't played in a month.
6 weeks.
I said regardless of 6 months.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
6 weeks, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so I really wasn't expecting like a dominant game. I expected to come in, get used to the team. And I think he came in and played really, really hard. And that's hard to do after you hadn't been playing for a while. You come out, he's really trying to impress his new team. I thought his energy was really good. I think he got tired a little bit. Unfortunately, the toe is it's part of the game. I really wasn't expecting him to come in and turn things around immediately. We got what we wanted to see out of him, I think, tonight in one game, 14 minutes.
Yeah, and so big, so explosive, as an athlete. I remember Shaq, sustaining a toe injury and something that really lingered for him at certain points in a couple of our seasons. And, it's something to keep an eye on. Not sure if it had bothered him a little bit as he was training and preparing to come in. But as James said, to be in the condition that it took to just show up tonight and play 14 NBA minutes at high intensity,
it's hard.
That means he's been working out really, really hard. So definitely not something to rush him back if it really is, a contusion or something that's been kind of lingering a little bit over the last couple weeks.
By the way, Fish, that Shaq toe injury, the biggest toe injury I can ever remember, no pun intended, that was a big deal.
That was a huge deal.
It was a huge toe, figuratively, literally. But Andre Drummond, I guess, big game. The thought is, right, obviously the concern becomes you don't want that to linger. You hope he's okay. But people think, just a toe, but you're pushing off with that toe. You pivot with that toe, explode, everything. get off the ground. I mean, it's.
Yeah, people think hangnails don't hurt,
Yeah.
but they hurt like hell. You know, you'd rather have a sprained ankle or something. But yeah, I mean, don't rush Drummond. I mean, you don't want to rush him back into anything. You know, the toe is part of the foot, and you can't do anything without it. As you mentioned, Gita, it's stopping, it's starting, it's jumping. So yeah, I hope it's something mild and something he can recover from really quickly. But you can't rush it. There it is, Gita.
Yeah, you're getting a big look at the toe right there, Fish. There's the little toe sleeve.
Yeah, it's.
I was not betting that this would be the header of the post-game show, the big toe.
Got a little toe jam.
Yeah, trying to get that sleeve on there, and I mean, I don't know. That pain could be like actual
it's a bone
pain.
bruise.
Yeah. So if it's a bone bruise, I mean, that sleeve doesn't really, that only helps in terms of like, your shoe rubbing against the toe if there's, the irritation. So that helps protect the toe from friction. But if it's a bone bruise, I don't think that was something that maybe just happened tonight. It may be something that he sustained as he was training to prepare to come in.
Yeah. All right. What about the big three from the Bucks? We'll talk about the Bucks a little bit. They were on a 3-game losing streak. They were on a 6-game winning streak before that. We talked in the pregame show about Drew Holiday coming over. That acquisition was big for them. They were kind of hoping that would make them a contender. They've been pretty much a pretender the last few postseasons. Big Game James, a kid out of Campbell Hall, UCLA, had a big night tonight offensively. He usually doesn't give them that kind of offense. 25 points.
Yeah, sought after. A lot of people would have loved to have Drew Holiday because he possesses a lot of basketball skills. We don't talk about his defense. His defense is amazing.
Great two-way player.
Amazing defense. He's strong. He's like a little fire hydrant. You're not going to go around him. You're not going to out-muscle him. And he's very savvy with his hands. So if you put it in reach, he's really good at staying in front of you and moving laterally. And then offensively, he's a threat. He's strong. Same thing on the offensive end. He's strong upper body, the ability to post up smaller guards and go over the top with soft shots. He would have been a great pickup for anybody. But I think he really adds what Milwaukee needs and will need in a 7-game series in the playoffs.
Yeah, he averages 16 tonight. Actually 28, not 25. He had 28. Had that late three.
Yeah, just efficient, man. He plays at his speed. Even as a young player, he doesn't play too fast, makes good decisions with the basketball. Like James said, he's an elite defender. Long arms, even though he's, probably listed at 6'4", 6'5", his arms are really long, can guard bigger players. And, it'll be interesting to see in the postseason with these three guys, like Giannis, really having another playmaker, decision maker.
Put a lot of pressure off him, right?
Late in games. It takes a lot of pressure off the ball, having to be in Giannis's hands to create plays. And Chris Middleton continues to get better.
All right, guys, let's get you to the highlights. We take you to State.